What's up, where you at? You know I need that. You fuck me drunk, then next day ask for feedback. You say you love me, boy, I don't believe that. You say I fuck with your man, don't repeat that. I know what you do, I know what you do.
Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. So today I am just showing you a sort of Baddie inspired video. So I start off my look with using a Makeup Forever smoothing primer, and I sort of just rub it all into my skin. So for foundation, I've been using the Born This Way foundation, and I sort of just first dot it all over my face. To blend the foundation into my skin, I use a damp Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I just sort of buff it all into my skin. I always blend my foundation all the way down to my neck to ensure that my neck and face are the same color. Next, for concealer, I love using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Neutral, and I sort of just put it underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. For spot concealing, I love using the Makeup Forever Full Cover Waterproof Concealer, and I just sort of dot that in the places where I need extra coverage. And to set my entire face, I use the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder and just puff that all around my face. After I'm done with powdering my face, I do my brows, and I'm using the ColourPop brow pencil in the color Dark Brown, and I'm sort of just filling it in, going along with the direction of my natural eyebrow shape and just filling it in.
I've been waiting, think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me.
I always make sure to brush my eyebrows right after I finish filling them in, just to make sure that the pigment is even throughout and there's a nice fade. Next, I use the Maybelline concealer and a small angled liner brush, and I just use the concealer to carve out my brows from underneath, just to make sure that I have a really clean brow.
What's your price? Just to back it up, you can hold my eye.
And this is what the finished product should look like.
Yeah.
Next, for eyeshadow, I'll be using this peach shade from my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and buffing that into my crease.
Shake it like that, girl. Shorty, say what's your price?
I make sure to focus solely on the crease for both of the eyes and make sure that there's a really good transition. Next, I'll be dipping into this light medium brown color in the Morphe 25B palette and just buffing that deeper in my crease just to darken the crease a little bit more. Next, I'll be mixing in that sparkly brown shade with the matte brown shade and putting that even deeper into the outer V of my crease.
I spit it, corners the blocks, even the cops feel it. Brothers on lockdown on a cot feel it. It's real in the field, the last Mohican.
Using a white fluffy brush, I'm making sure to blend the outer edges of my eyeshadow so that there are no rough edges. After I finish blending, I'm picking up a smaller crease brush and I'm dipping into those two darker brown colors and focusing that into the outer V of my crease just to deepen the crease a little bit more and make it into a more of a smokier eye effect. To further deepen the crease, I'm picking up a smaller crease bullet brush and I am using an even darker brown color and just further blending that into the very outer corner of my V, just to make that look even smokier. Using the same brush that we used earlier for the crease, I'm using it again with no product on it, just to blend out all the colors and make the eyeshadow flow seamlessly. Using the white fluffy brush, I'm making sure to blend it on the outer edges just to make sure that all the eyeshadow flows seamlessly. For the waterline, I'm using a darker brown color to trace just underneath the waterline just to give it extra precision.
She told me don't worry.
Using a smaller crease brush, I'm again just buffing out the outer edges and smoking it out into a more of an almond shape. Using a clean, fluffy brush, I'm blending out the outer edges just to make sure that everything blends seamlessly. Now, going with the flat synthetic brush, I'm mixing the two sparkly colors and placing that directly on the center of my eyelid for added dimension. Using the Tarteist liner in black and a small synthetic liner brush, I am painting on a black winged liner. I make sure to start from the outer edges of my eye first and slowly go towards the center because I find that that's the easiest way for me to achieve the perfect liner. Next, moving on to contour, I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin in medium and a small domed contour brush just to carve out my cheeks on both sides. And I make sure to go both on the hollows of my cheeks as well as my jawline. Next, for bronzer, I'm using my Too Faced matte bronzer in medium, and I'm taking that on a Morphe R2 brush and just buffing that into the hollows of my cheeks and all around my face just to give myself a more bronzed and glowy look. After bronzer, I use my Milani Luminoso blush and I make sure to brush back towards my temples and my hairline just to give myself a more lifted look. Next, just to blend everything out, I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm just blending it all together to create a more seamless look. Next, moving on to my favorite part, the highlighter. I'm using Champagne Pop and I'm just putting that on the very highest parts of my cheeks just to make sure my cheeks are glowing to the gods, and this highlighter is so amazing, as you can see, and it is really blinding. And of course, you can't forget the brows, so I always make sure to put a little bit of highlight underneath my brow, just so my brows are given also a more lifted look. After I do my brows, I make sure to do the inner corner of my eye and to highlight that a little bit as well. It's just me, myself, and I. Next, I highlight the bridge of my nose just to give my nose an also more elevated look. Don't need a hand to hold, even. For my lashes, I'm using Mood by Ritzy Cosmetics and just popping those on with some Duo Black Lash Glue.
I just need privacy, plus a whole lot.
And this is what the completed eye look should look like.
They're trying to see a Stella Maxwell.
For lip liner, I'm using the Milani lip liner in the color All Natural.
When I want, 'cause this hunger is driving me, yeah. I just
Must live with my parents, yeah, they're not like yours. Oh, yours are more understanding. I never fell in love.
And the lipstick that I used was in the shade 930 by Maybelline.
back to work when that break ends.
And because I didn't really like the look of the cream finish, I decided to put a little bit of powder on top just to mattify the look.
Got me for life. Yeah.
As for my hair, I decided just to straighten it to keep it simple. So yeah, that is the end of this Baddie / ABG inspired makeup tutorial. If you guys liked it, please give the video a thumbs up and comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!